We always talk about how Newegg with their ABS line has some of the best bang for buck pre-builts in the market, but we think there may be one place that can dethrone them.
I don't know, Jackson, where are we?
This feels like Micro Center?
Oh, it is Micro Center. We're gonna be doing a pre-built gaming PC challenge between Micro Center and Newegg to see which one is the best bang for buck. We're gonna start with Micro Center because we just happen to be here, and we're gonna do that after word from today's sponsor.
Most web browsers are built for everyone, which means they're tailored for no one. They're generic, copy-paste designs with zero personality. They're just like all the Temu and Walmart pre-built PCs that we look at on the channel. That's why if you're still using a basic web browser, you should check out today's video sponsor, Opera GX. One of my favorite things about Opera GX is that it gives you way more control over your browsing experience right out the box. It has a built-in ad blocker and even a free VPN, so you can browse with fewer distractions and a little more privacy without needing extra extensions or software installed. But the part that really makes Opera GX stand out is the customization. Through GX Mod, you can completely transform how the browser looks and feels with animated wallpapers, custom sounds, unique icons, background music, UI themes, shaders, keyboard effects, and more. There are literally thousands of mods in the GX store, so you have the freedom to personalize and elevate your browser to match your ideal workspace no matter what your goal is. And personally, I'm a big fan of all those custom sounds. Here's an example. And if you're like me, switching browsers probably sounds annoying. But luckily with Opera GX, it's super easy with the quick import tool. It pulls over all your bookmarks, browsing history, cookies, and even supports all your Chrome extensions. So setup takes no time at all. If you're interested in downloading Opera GX today, check out the link in the description down below to give it a try. Big thanks to Opera GX for sponsoring today's video. Now, let's get back to it.
So we're at Micro Center, obviously. We were doing another video here and we decided to do a pre-built challenge while we were here. But the goal is we want to pick out the price here for Micro Center. They kind of get first dibs. We're going to find the price that they're going to offer, their best price performance Powerspec PC, and then take that price and try to match it as close as we can through Newegg. And just to mention, no sponsorship between either of the companies. We're just spending our own money on both of these systems to see which one's the best.
Yep, and the best part is we get to shop in person here. Newegg will not be able to do that.
All right, so what we got? Now, I gave him a rough guideline of under $1,500 is kind of what we look at, because that's kind of price to performance territory is what we like to think at for a pre-built PC.
Since you guys came in last week at the Codex, Powerspec's been completely changed.
Really?
There is going to be some weird ones in here that are just business systems, so without graphics cards, but look like they're good deals.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pull a little bit over and then a little bit under as well.
Is that a 9070 XT PC for $1,390?
Yes. You saw that?
That is insane.
You get a Ryzen 5 7500X3D out of that guy.
Oh, cool. So that's like the other 7500X3D you showed me with, what was that one, Matt? A 5060 or 9060 XT?
Yes, but that's...
I have two.
Okay.
Very similar. One's going to give you the 9070 XT with 16 gigs of VRAM, or you can go 5060 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM. Very similar computers, it's just NVIDIA AMD.
Yeah, and you're getting a 9070.
I mean, that 9070 XT one's crazy. So 7500X3D, 9070 XT, 16 gigs of DDR5. I'm assuming that's one stick?
Yes.
That's fine. 1 terabyte SSD. I mean, it's definitely under the $1,500 range. We can see what other stuff you have just to see, but like obviously when you get, it's gonna be hard to beat that one, yeah.
Now I know we saw the one that's saying it's $1,199. That's the same, but it's a 9060 XT 16 gig, which is $200 off.
It is. Let's see, what's the price of those GPUs now? Like 400 versus 600. So that's kind of the price of those GPUs, really.
I think the 9060 XTs, they're pretty expensive right now, aren't they? Like $700.
Oh, sorry for the. I was like, wait, 9070 XT. Sorry, 9060 XT is like $450.
Yeah, they're like $450 now. So I mean,
that price difference seems like it would be worth it. I just don't normally, we don't normally see 9070 XT pre-builts.
Not for that cheap.
No, for that cheap. So that might be the one you want to go with, Jonah. Any?
I think, because especially since it's an X30 CPU with the RAM single channel, I think it'd be really worth it.
Could be cool to see. It's weird seeing it's a 7500 X3D too with AMD's best GPU. So that could be kind of fun. You know what I mean?
I think we should do it. Let's do it. We'll do that desktop.
I don't have to do much this time.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to. This is easy work.
Right.
It's going to be in this exact case. Obviously, the one you guys picked out is the version with the 9070 XT, but everything will be pretty much the same exact layout as what we see here.
Cool. Let's get it.
All right.
I mean, this is gonna be interesting.
Voodoo Magic.
Yeah, what Voodoo Magic?
I mean, let's be honest, the Newegg, sometimes we see their prices and we're like, how are they making, this is the how are you making money?
And honestly, we have not looked at this price range specifically for Newegg before. We've done the whole like $1,000, like maybe $1,100. We haven't gone this high up for Newegg, so we'll see what ABS has, but this is a unique combo. That's the beauty of Micro Center, is the unique combos you wouldn't normally see.
Yeah, normally it's the other way around. Normally you're getting like, we'd get a i7 14700K with the 5060. This is isn't Costco, this isn't Sam's Club. This is how we would build it. You're getting a Ryzen 5, good for gaming, with a 9070 XT. The RAM one's really weird though. I'm curious to see how that's gonna be.
Yes.
But it's next 3D, so will it fall into that category?
It should fall into the category where you should see very minimal performance loss running that single channel 16 gigs.
Video on that.
We did a whole video on that if you want to watch that video, and that does show capacity difference as well. So wait for this PC to show up, but then from there, we're going to take it back to our office. We're going to figure out what Newegg has at the same price point, do a little online shopping, and then we'll have both of those PCs to unbox together and see which one is the best.
We're back from Micro Center. Jonah's actually behind us building a racing sim, and Matt and I have a little obligation to make from Newegg because we got to buy a gaming PC to match Micro Center's.
So the one from Micro Center was $13.99, and the price performance was pretty off the charts with that one, not gonna lie. But Newegg with their ABS systems we talked about, pretty good price performance, but we just gotta see what they're gonna look like. So let's just look up ABS desktop.
Yeah, we're automatically going ABS
Yes.
because realistically, they're gonna be, that's like Newegg's brand.
Also, I'm just looking at these other ones while I'm here. So $799, they have an A580 build with one of those weird the rebranded like 12th gen, 12400, the Core 5 120. That's interesting.
Freaky.
But we're trying to get to that $13.99. This one comes with a free monitor with purchase.
ABS monitor. I mean, that's already a good deal. 1440 for the
monitor
5060. It's an ABS monitor?
24-inch. Is that seriously? Wait, hold up. You get a 260 hertz 1080p monitor for free with your PC. Like that's pretty crazy, actually. So let's scroll down, and like those bundle deals, I see Newegg that's been the big thing this year. Micro Center's been really big on it with just their build your own. Newegg's been bundling stuff in with all their stuff, and it looks like now they're doing with their pre-builds. The bundles really make things much more valuable.
They're bundling like everything, like games. Like can we find that perfect one? The 13. There's $12.49.
$12.49. We definitely want to. Oh, $13.99.
You know what? They did exactly what I said at Micro Center. They did a two, in my opinion, too high end of a CPU with two. 5060 is great. We love it. They could have really squeezed a better graphics card in by going with like an i5 or an Ultra 5.
The interesting thing here though is, again, 14 gen. We have 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which I'm gonna assume is 2 sticks. Let's look at the picture here.
We only got one single 16 gig.
16 at Micro Center, but we got an X3D CPU with a 9070 XT. GPU-wise, the GPU in the Micro Center one is gonna be a lot better.
Way better.
And we know with the X3D CPUs, you don't really see much of a bottleneck from single channel, but we are going down on capacity, so in theory, some games in multitasking could have some issues.
This one, CPU-wise, I would almost argue is better.
It should be better, yeah.
I mean, what is the other one? It's a 7500
X3D, yeah.
And like we've had the 7600 X3D, 7500 X3D. We kind of agreed that they're in the PC. It's great, but buying those separate, they're not that great for the price.
So it comes with, I like with ABS, they do list exactly what you're getting. We've got an ASRock B760MCX. The RAM is Flare X series, 32 gigs, DDR5, 6000 megahertz. Good stuff. Cooler Master Hyper 212, a 650 watt power supply from CompuCase. CompuCase.
I thought that was gonna be Cooler Master.
And the case is CompuCase. So I don't know if this is like maybe an ABS thing that they work with. I don't know. And then the graphics card specifically is an MSI Shadow 5068 gig. I'll make sure there's not another configuration, but that honestly seems like our best bet.
It's funny because like it's a good build, but
let's just filter price just to make sure I'm missing anything.
That, and you could always look up like 5060 Ti build to see if this one has a less weird configuration, maybe for cheaper.
So that's $13.19. That's one of the bundles. So you can actually get an ultra wide monitor.
34-inch. What?
You can get an ultra wide with one of their desktops. That's a 14400 with the 5060, but it is a bundle. It's not really like you're getting it for free.
Yeah.
You're just getting it with the monitor. So I don't really know if that's a good deal. You're basically valuing the monitor at $279 for the monitor. Is that even really a deal? I'm trying to do the math.
You save $10.
You save $10 getting the monitor. So not necessarily a deal there.
Can we talk about, by the way, Newegg AI ready?
Yeah, Newegg.
Come on, bro.
We were kind of talking off camera with the Micro Center people, and some of the employees were getting a little frustrated. I remember he was saying, yeah, we're really pushing a lot into the AI stuff, and they're a bit frustrated by it.
Did you see that one? Like, that's interesting. So that's a 9600X with a 5060 Ti.
Okay, and that's $1359.
And a $50 off promo gift card?
It is. It is a different brand, though. We said we would go ABS, but if there's a better deal, we could always go a different route because it's really just where you're buying it from. Like, we weren't necessarily tied down to that pre-build.
This one's interesting because I feel like it's a better
balanced
config. 9600X is great. I almost think the 90, if I remember right, I think the 9600X performs the same or better than the 7500X 3D, I believe.
And if this is right, Thermalright cooler. Again, this is a big assumption that this is right, because I don't think they guarantee specific specs here.
Management?
The cable management's not
They
great.
got the liquid cooler block cable just coming off.
But a better GPU, same RAM, not the exact same RAM, but the same 13, slower speed, 5200 megahertz, 1 terabyte NVMe, they don't say Gen 3 or Gen 4, power supply is more wattage, and you get $50 off, which makes it $100 almost cheaper.
Which, price to performance wise,
Could be better.
Could get us closer.
Also, it does look like it's a $50 gift card from Newegg.
It is,
so
it's email at least.
So you can buy something on Newegg. I would consider it almost like an add-in. I wouldn't necessarily take $50 off the total value on that.
Yeah, we're not getting $50 off.
You're not. You're basically getting a gift card to buy more things on Newegg.
So $40 off, really.
So what do you think?
I feel like if I wasn't comparing, I'd maybe go with the ABS system because I just feel like all those cores and threads are really cool for only like $40 more. I feel like for comparison purposes, though, like we just know that this is going to get destroyed. The only thing that might be okay is the CPU.
Yeah.
This one with the 5060 Ti, I would think the 5060 Ti is going to stand a better chance against the 9070 XT.
It does.
Yeah.
So it's really just, honestly, the biggest thing is to come down to how bottlenecked is that 9070 XT. That's literally what the whole thing is going to be. 8 gigs of VRAM doesn't really matter. Like this level of system at this price, you're getting into 1440p with upscaling. That's probably what we'll be doing for benchmark. So this, in theory, would be the better option. It'd be more balanced.
Oh, you know, just for fun, before we commit to this one or that one, maybe look up RX 9070 build and see if they do have any, you know, give them a fair chance. It's a lot more.
So cyber powered 9800X 3D. So that's
and that's like how they should be priced, really.
9700X with a 9070 XT. This is a balanced 9070 XT built for $2,000. $1,799 from Meta.
Dude, look at that one. That one's close.
That one's really close. But the CPU choice, this would be very similar to
and it's 16 gigs.
2000. Yeah, we're all in the 2017 range. So I don't know. We went into this thinking ABS would be the option, but like, let me see the reviews on this. Like, is this system people liking it? Highly recommend. Pretty. I like the reverse blade on the front. Like, I don't know what they're doing there with that. This is what it's supposed to look like. I think we're gonna not go ABS here, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually gonna get a system that's on Newegg that looks like a better deal because it looks more balanced in that regard. Obviously, the other CPU you could argue would end up being something for more room for upgrades in the future. But I think for this video, we're gonna focus on the one that we think will be the most competitive out of the gate. And the one with the better GPU is probably gonna be the best option. And it's a little bit under budget. So price performance, it could win in that category. Go and buy this PC and wait for it to show up.
All right, so as usual, it's been a bit because, of course, we came home with our Micro Center PC, but we had to wait for our computer host over there.
Yeah, the Newegg one is off to a great start with the box saying computer host on it. Gotta love that. But again, we did do a little bit of an audible that you guys may or may not be a fan of, but we think it's probably the best option. Hopefully this thing is exactly what it says it is by not going with ABS, actually going with a different line of PC from Newegg that looks more competitive and balanced in our opinion to compete with the Micro Center PC. Let's open both of them up and see what we got inside.
And you know, as usual, not to say that ABS isn't still a good deal, because some of their builds actually still were pretty well priced. It's just this Micro Center one was so good that we needed anything that could possibly beat it, and sadly that was not Newegg's in-house brand.
Yeah, and the same price, it was gonna be like a 14700, which the CPU would have been very competitive, don't get me wrong. Probably honestly better than the CPU in this Micro Center PC, but we're going with a 5060 versus a 9070 XT. It's not even gonna be close. So we had to at least get a little bit better with the 5060 Ti 8 gig and a more balanced CPU like the 9600X, while also spending a little bit less.
There's also the major advantage of this one, our Newegg one, as long as it says, you know, as long as the pictures are right, it'll have dual channel RAM and double the capacity, which we were just saying off camera. I almost wish Micro Center could have maybe gone with like a 9070 non-XT and then used that extra money and gotten like dual channel RAM.
Does this come with a keyboard and mouse or no?
Right here.
Oh, right
Except
there.
they're not like usual gaming. They're like inland generic, kind of like an HP keyboard and mouse.
That's interesting.
Which is kind of surprising.
I thought they would have gone a little gaming, but I guess just because this is their Powerspec line that they just build in-house. It's just crazy. That really big GPU in there is quite wild looking.
Yeah, big 3 fan. And honestly, this is how we usually like our builds to look too. It actually fills out the build really nicely. You know, micro ATX board, micro ATX case. I'm curious if computer host over there, or our ALCPOK, however you say that, is actually gonna look as well put together as this one so far.
ALCPOK. I stopped my unboxing because there was a box on top of my box, and there's the power cord, the screwdriver, and Wi-Fi antennas, and the desktop user manual. And then I also realized it's a box within a box, which I do like to see. Double boxing. To be fair to Micro Center, we picked up our PC. We didn't ship it. So, you know, if they offered shipping for their pre-builds, maybe they would do a double box situation, but we literally just picked it up and brought it home. So.
And it probably wouldn't be free shipping either, because I mean, this build's already such a good deal. I don't think we paid for shipping. I think it was free. So you're kind of getting that as well.
Here? This is, it's scaring me, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Ynex or Zynex?
Zynex gaming desktop. We now have a different brand already. We've gone through multiple brands. This is pretty familiar territory for those no-name companies on like Newegg or AliExpress or things like that. It
definitely feels like it came straight from across the ocean.
We're just hoping that the parts are actually what they say they are, and there's not any sketchy stuff going on here. Which, based on the fact that Newegg is running a promo where you get a $50 Newegg gift card with it, means that Newegg has some sort of backing with it, I would think.
You think? I don't know how that works.
Let's see the grand reveal. Packaging is pretty solid, decent foam. It is wrapped. There was no Instapack.
You know what's kind of funny? Well, yeah, Micro Center, I'm realizing, I mean, I know that these don't go far, but it is interesting that it is pre-boxed up, but there's no packaging. And I'm not saying that that's like a bad thing necessarily, because it's not like you're driving far, but I feel like some people may not think about, since it's sealed inside of a box, you'd almost think in your mind that it would look like this.
What am I looking at? Look at this power supply.
Oh, wow, it has
both options.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I've never seen that before.
But wait, how's that work? Because this is like the, what would be the cable?
I guess a male
Because
to
normally
male.
it would be like the,
Yeah,
whenever
it's
this in male to male cable. Interesting.
I don't know why. Maybe someone in the comments can let us know like what the use case there is, because that's weird.
That really further adds on to the fact that this is definitely like an imported kind of
country.
PC situation.
Oh my God, mine's like screwed in so tight too, I can't open it.
You know, Micro Center probably using them power tools back there.
One of those.
Now we're gonna open mine up. You can see more of the inside of that build right now, but I gotta take the Instapack out. I don't know, I don't even know if like I can really dock them that much points for it, because I mean, literally, you know, you're just picking it up in store, but something on the inside would be nice, I guess, for just transporting it home.
Yeah, I'm almost looking at it as more of like an observation.
Just an observation.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's like bad or anything. I mean, this card is pretty stout. It's kind of similar, like if we sold a PC at PC Rose, like we wouldn't put anything inside of it either if someone's just walking home with it. Just an observation.
All right, here we go. Let's see. So first of all, I'm seeing Thermalright here, which is nice. I remember that there was a Thermalright cooler in the listing, which is sick to see. Oh my God, I'm scared.
I already see a mirror fan, and that upsets me.
I'm not surprised.
Not bad.
Okay.
Scratch and dent. This is getting sent back.
Oh my God.
Dude, that stuff really expanded well. My goodness.
It did. There you
Ooh,
go.
what is that card?
What in the hell is this GPU, bro? A manly.
Is that what that is, manly?
Manly. Make sure it's what it says. It is 5060 Ti 8 gig. Am I just knocking the screws on the ground?
Oh, dude, the glass panel's about to fall off too.
Oh my God. I'm just so shook by the manly. I don't even know where those screws went. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I didn't know that they made like, I don't want to call it knockoff, but like no name brand 5060s.
And also they left all the peel on the card, by the way, which is quite wild.
So you can do it yourself.
They left all the peel on the fans too.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That's an interesting choice. These are probably not going to come off. Okay, they come off decently. Okay, let's see.
You know what's funny? The listing photo is exactly how we got it. I made fun of this. They ran the AIO pump cable like just across the board.
Yeah, I don't understand the decision behind that. The board is a Gigabyte B650M gaming Wi-Fi, which we did get the Wi-Fi, so that's
standard.
Good. 2 sticks of memory, which are Corsair Vengeance DDR5.
Okay.
All right, 5200 megahertz, so pretty slow for DDR5 standards, but it's fine. It's dual channel. I'd rather get the dual channel than the crazy blazing fast speed RAM.
I want to say this PC here, we got non-RGB G-Skill Flare. This is that, what is it, the X5 stuff. And this is 6000 megahertz, but single stick, 16 gigs. So double the capacity there, a little bit slower, but RGB.
Can't believe I'm redoing this. I had to unplug their setup here.
I don't know why you wouldn't run that behind the board. Like, it's not that hard.
I don't know either. And also, this is a system fan too. Like, I feel like there has to be
a CPU fan header.
There is a CPU fan header that they're running for the fans themselves.
The other thing I'm noticing is that it's also a micro ATX board instead of a full-size case.
Yep.
And I'm like just thinking, with shipping, guys, you could save money. Just get a smaller case or the smaller board.
Yeah, not everyone wants a full-size case. I feel like that is pretty oversold. I mean, look at this. Like,
yeah, I'm ready for that whole trend, like that era to just die. And these fans too. Very anti. If you like those fans though, they work. I just hate how they look.
All right, cable management reveal.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Let's see what we got on the back here.
Hold on,
I will say, the front looks the way that it does on this one. I'm not feeling too optimistic on the back. If it looks perfect, I'll be like, they spend all their time on the back cable management. And it'll side by side, pull and reveal. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. That's exactly what I expected.
Wow.
They didn't do anything.
There is one zip tie. Micro Centers is pretty solid. They kind of did how we would normally do it.
The group method there.
Yep, kind of getting everything down, and then you leave the basement unmanaged, just like they've been watching the Toasty Bros.
And the power supply is an ASRock power supply.
This is interesting.
Is that just a little checklist of that?
I don't know, maybe. Yeah, maybe like quality assurance or something.
I was getting ready to say too, that is one thing I would give Micro Center some feedback on, is I'm looking at their listing and they don't have the power supply mentioned anywhere. So let's figure out what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can kind of assume it's going to be enough. But
I mean, it's a 9070 XT. Me personally, you can get away with like a 650, but I would like to see a 750 in this thing at least. All right, what are we looking at here?
Did they take the label off?
They did. That's interesting. The labeling is gone. So like, we can't really tell.
Is it on the top maybe, or the... Jonah, can you see anything?
On the top?
From the top?
Yeah.
Oh yes, it would be on the top. Oh, here it comes.
It would be on the top.
It would be on the top. This is a 850. All right,
wow,
cool.
850.
80 plus gold, comes with ATX 3.1 also, which I'm assuming they would have hid somewhere else in there for different upgrades in the future. So, okay, 850, good. I like to see that.
Big beefy power supply.
I want to see what this creation of a power supply is. So, this is a Thermaltake Smart, I'm realizing. A BX1.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I saw a name brand and I was like...
A BX1 that adds that connector on it. Maybe that's popular in other countries. I don't know.
So you can jumpstart your power supply.
Also, why am I taking it out? I can see exactly what the power supply is. I don't know why I'm taking it out. I just felt left out. I feel like I had to take the power supply out. But it is a 750 watt power supply, which is good in the wattage department.
I'm honestly surprised they didn't do less.
So, and also, where did this come from? Is this one of the fans?
It's like a protective peel.
From one of the RGB fans came off and was stuck to the back of the motherboard.
That doesn't look.
That looks like the whole.
That's the whole thing.
I guess the whole thing. I don't know which fan it came from.
One of them is missing it.
Yeah, which?
It probably came off the back of one of them.
Oh, I think I see it.
That's what I was saying. That's the whole thing.
It's this one right here. You can barely see it, but it's this one right here is missing.
Is it just black?
The reflective piece. It is just black right there. Love these fans,
Another reason why I hate them. I hate fans that have peels, dude. They're just
okay.
Not good.
All right, let's turn them on, see what we have here. I imagine this is going to be an interesting showing. Here we go.
They both turn on.
Okay, so it is on RGB. We'll see what software we have.
We do, and we have Corsair RAM, and Corsair RAM kind of does its own thing usually.
I'm noticing the RGB is not working in the front on the Micro Center build.
Yeah, and I think this is probably reset.
Oh wait, we just
synced to something.
Oh, that's Windows dynamic lighting.
Windows dynamic lighting is auto picking that up. We'll see if it's a cable or.
Oh, I think the cable's unplugged.
Oh no.
Which, hey, you know, could have been. Yeah, that's definitely. I don't know. Come to this angle and you can really see that it's unplugged.
I can't see it.
You can't see it. Yeah, the RGB header is like.
You need to grab a light.
I mean, I'm gonna get to it with the graphics card.
Yeah, why don't we just remove the GPU?
Oh, you know what, Matt? We might have done this when we pulled the power supply out. I think we did this.
I think we did it. You're right.
Yeah. Let's just take the GPU out real quick.
We did that. Let's fix it.
All right, we got the RGB fixed. I did have to remove the card for it, but like I said, that was totally my fault when I was like kind of forcing the power supply out. Working, looks good. We got this big 140 Lee and Lee fans up front. This build looks pretty good. We have all name brand parts that are recognizable. We could actually replace all these with off-the-shelf components, no problem. The single channel RAM kind of sucks a little bit. We know it's probably going to be just fine because it's an X3D chip, but it would have been nice to have more RAM. And also the cable management in the front is a little strange. Like, it's like they did it, but like this is weird. I would have ran this. They literally have a cutout right here. So I'd have ran the PCIe through there. This zip tie is not like fully cut. We actually kind of made this look a little nicer, but it was like this. I kind of just tucked it back there. I'd run those behind the board a little bit. But overall though, the fitment and the build quality is good with the Micro Center build.
When it comes to this build, and don't mind this dangly plastic, we'll remove the rest of it in a bit. We're worried we're gonna rip the GPU out when we're trying to get it, which for an average consumer would be quite annoying. There's just a lot of weird things going on with this build. One, cable management in the back, bad. Up front, makes no sense either. Like, why run this cable across the block? Don't really know what that's all about. The fan layout, they could fix if they just put them in the right way. This is a reverse blade fan setup right now that they have running in the opposite direction that you normally would run fans. So like the ugly side is showing up front so they can have air coming in, but then have normal fans that are just sucking air into the basement here. So they literally flipped these up here and this down here. It would look normal. So I don't really know what was going on with that. And even the listing shows that. So not really sure what's going on there. This peel on the GPU, most certainly take the peel off a graphics card before you put it in, which is very weird. weird overall there. And then the RGB on the RAM, it's separating from the heatsink a little bit. There's a lot of weird stuff. Micro takes forward in a full-size case. Just putting it out there for anyone at Newegg watching. We would have gone with ABS for this video, but this one was actually a more balanced deal because of the GPU and CPU, and well, maybe the compromises are why it was such a balanced deal. But I really would like to see ABS have something like a 9600X or an i5 with a higher end GPU, like 5070, 5060 Ti 8 gig, or like a 9070, 9060 XT 16 gig. Seeing more of those at the price point that we got this PC at will be much more competitive, we think, with Micro Center on paper. But we still haven't benchmarked these PCs yet to see what's going on. Jackson and I are gonna do our Let's Play benchmarks where we play together. He's gonna get one PC, I'm gonna get the other, and we're gonna see which one is the better bang for buck, and we'll include our 3D Mark score. All right, guys, we're in Arc Raiders to kick things off, and Jackson and I are going to be going into the blue gates, the blue balls, and we're currently running 1440p. Jackson has an NVIDIA GPU, so he's running FSR set to balance. I'm running DLSS on balance with the Transformer model at 80 FOV, dynamic low ray tracing, and medium settings across the board. If I said NVIDIA, I meant Jackson's running an AMD GPU, so he's running FSR.
FSR.
I'm running an NVIDIA GPU, so I'm running DLSS. This is gonna be interesting. We've already done some of the benchmarks you're gonna see at the end of this video. We're not gonna spoil anything, but it's kind of what we were expecting so far. We are in Arc Raiders, and let's see what we can get FPS-wise.
This game's looking extra good right now.
What are you getting right now?
I'm getting an average of 178.
Oh, buddy. This PC is getting whooped right now.
Yeah.
Right now my average is 125.
So yeah, and this is a good example of a game that does not use a lot of RAM. So that'll be interesting to see, you know, once we switch over to maybe a game that's like more RAM dependent or more CPU dependent, because not to spoil the 3D Mark too much, but Matt's piece, the Newegg PC actually did get a higher CPU 3D Mark score. It's really quite literally just the 9070 XT that's carrying this PC right now.
Which it was a bold choice for Micro Center to go down that route, but it seems to be working really well. So clearly in this first game test, we're seeing why that higher end GPU is a good choice at this price point.
It's pretty crazy. Like right now even, my average is not this high, but I'm getting like 220 FPS.
And about 140 in this area, so there's a gap.
There's a gap, but hey, on the flip side, 5060 Ti is, you know, it's an 8 gig versus a 16 gig. And on top of that, the 5060 Ti 8 gig is what, like a $400 card? $450?
Yeah, $400 card. So again, it's not too out of the realm that we're seeing this. It's just, if we're talking PCs at certain price points, obviously Micro Center has, in a sense, an advantage being able to sell locally with a storefront. So we have to worry about shipping costs, but it is interesting, price to price, what the difference is like. We'll get this guy. Oh no, I'm scared. Looking pretty good. So yeah, my average 132, the 1% low of 86. What's the 1% low looking like?
99.
That's normally the concern you would have with single channel memory. And clearly, just like that one video we did a while ago, an X3D CPU with a single stick memory just seems to just be like, I'm good.
Yeah, it's fairly immune.
I just don't care.
Now, how much RAM are you using?
I'm using 15 right now.
See, I'm using 13.4, and I think that's another interesting note. You know, when it comes to like Windows, I think it's fairly decent usually at managing RAM, because like we'll test out single 8, single 16, and if you give it RAM, it'll always use more of it.
So that was interesting. Clear win here for the Micro Center PC so far, but let's try another game, Far Far West. All right, we're in Far Far West, brother. This is far away from Arc Raiders.
Yep, this is Far Far West, and we figured we'd keep up the 1440p trend. We got TSR, anti-aliasing, FSR, and like upscaling frames, and all that stuff is off. We're near max FOV, and then we're running like the highest possible setting with ray tracing, because this game's really not too hard to run. But I will say, even hey, at 1440p, even with my 9070 XT, you know, I'm getting like 130 right here in this menu,
and I'm getting a measly 70 currently. So yeah, obviously, what would be apples to apples if there was a Prebuilt at this price point, but there just really isn't on Newegg, would be something like a 5070 or 5070 Ti Prebuilt. But that's why when we saw that 9070 XT Prebuilt at Micro Center, we were just like, it's really that cheap? Like our mind was kind of blown, because like you don't see PCs at that price point with that GPU.
Yeah. And you know, Newegg has really good deals from time to time too. We could have just gotten Micro Center at a really lucky time. That's one thing you guys always gotta remember, is never just take our video and then be like, oh, that one was a better bang for buck, okay, I'm buying that. You should always look to see if there's deals going on, because it could be the opposite next time. You know, maybe Newegg has a better deal. Yes, baby. All right, let's go objective. So right now, I am getting on this horsey. a average of 162, but it is kind of dropping.
I get an average of 80 right now. 82, the 1% low of 69. This is a big gap for the PC at the same price point. That's the biggest thing.
It's a big gap right now, yeah.
Basically, I mean, this one technically, if you count that Newegg gift card's $100 cheaper. Even then, like FPS per dollar, you know?
The Micro Center one right now is killing it. Not to mention, I was gonna be honest, I think the consensus with this video will be even if the Newegg PC was like, let's just say it was a little bit underperforming compared to the Micro Center one, I'd probably still recommend the Micro Center one, mainly because of like the warranty, the name brand parts, less sketchiness overall. I will say that the Newegg one I think it's more impressive than we thought it was gonna be.
It just brings up the point too of ABS and how we do like ABS, but at this price point, I think ABS has some work to do to actually have an option that would compete with like a Micro Center.
Pull all levers at the same time. All right, so you gotta go over to the lever over there.
I see it.
And then we'll do a 1, 2, 3.
One, two, three.
There's another.
Yeah,
there's two
so we gotta
more,
hit these and then run.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. We did it.
Here it goes.
Nuke incoming, baby. All right, now we gotta defend.
Come on at me, boys. Oh, the music's getting intense. Oh, that guy has a bomb on his back.
You just pray it's not one of those nukes. Ow.
Temperatures are really good on my system. I can't complain about temperatures at all.
My graphics card does not show the temp, but it is massive for what it is, so I'm just gonna assume it's good. My CPU is a 57C.
I'm at 41C on mine, so. Well, thermal cooler doing the job. Yeah, my GPU is pretty much maxed out right now.
Really?
It's like 98% has not moved.
I'm at like 88-ish.
So that might be the theoretical. You could be leaving like a little bit of frames on the table with the single channel memory, theoretically, but like it's so high already, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, what's your average at now?
81.
Mine's 144.
Yeah, that's a big jump.
Whoa. Oh, the train hit me. I was like, what just happened?
Hell yeah.
We did it.
Extraction.
All right, so I got an average of 144 and a 1% low of 120.
Average of 81 with a 1% low of 70. Another big dub for the 9070 XT, but let's try one more game. All right, guys, we're queuing up in Fortnite, and we're running the usual, but this time we're sticking at 1440p, unlimited frame rate performance mode with far view distance and low textures. In theory here, 1440p is going to be still more GPU bound, but based on the CPU benchmarks we've done, the 9600X is a little bit better than the 7500X 3D, just in terms of raw CPU horsepower. So we'll see if there's a difference here at all. I'm imagining it's still going to be the same deal, but maybe it's going to be closer. Who knows? I just think realistically, if you're spending this much money on a pre-built PC or a PC in general, with how affordable 1440p is and upscaling in general, you really should have a 1440p monitor with this setup. So either one of these PCs, especially his PC, that 9070 XT, if you're still running a 1080p, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, got a gun and page up.
You spawn with the gun now?
You spawned with a gun?
Yeah, I spawned in with a drop. It's called the weird dropping pistol.
Oh, that's new.
Or where we drop in pistol.
All right, what are we looking at?
Average of like, oh, I'm getting shot already. Average of 300.
Lock in, we gotta lock in.
Average of 330. 1% low of 142.
Yeah, you're still a little bit higher. I'm at like 265 to 264 right now.
Oh my God, he might be real. He might be real. Oh, he's next to me. What the hell?
Come here. Yeah, come up them stairs. You're done. There's more.
Oh God, I'm out of ammo. I'm gonna melee him.
They're done. Team wiped.
Yay.
Oh man. 266 with a 1% low of 116.
Wow, I'm at 370 average and 164 1% low.
It just don't matter. You know what? Definitive doesn't matter. Single channel, the next 3D CPU just does not matter, man.
Unless you're playing CS, apparently.
CS, apparently.
Yeah, Micro Center definitely worked some magic with this one. I guess they really did say, you know, forget needing dual channel RAM. Look.
And the employees in the store were saying that as a selling point. So clearly they know the messaging of it. So it's not just, we did it and we're just hoping it's okay. It's like, we did it and we know it's gonna be fine.
And you can always add, you know, you can't always, it's expensive right now, but you can add more RAM.
You can.
Oh, I saw footsteps too.
Oh, above us.
Oh, they have an ambush.
They're flanking. Oh, they are. Oh, it's like an ambush. Oh no, I'm down. They went down that way. Oh, look at them rolling.
What is he doing?
Are they down?
Oh, he fell.
Oh, behind you.
I get this off. I get this off. Oh my God. Oh my God. He's thirsting me. He got me. He's coming down. He's coming down. Maybe he'll die to fall damage.
No! 30 HP. I missed shots.
438 with a 1% low of 170.
323. 1% low of 117. Clean sweep, but we got some other benchmarks to run, as we mentioned, 3D Mark and CS2 at 1080p to really see the difference between those CPUs. but it's fair to say, Micro Center in this battle, I think they got the dub.
So after those side-by-side benchmarks and that Let's Play benchmark, you guys can see that Micro Center was very clearly the winner here. I mean, when we were comparing the price difference, we really only saved like $40 on the Newegg PC. We did technically get that Newegg gift card as well, if you count that, but at the end of the day, this PC in most games was getting, I would say, about 30 to 50% more FPS.
And really, again, with those side-by-side benchmarks we're going to show you here in just a second with CS2 and 3D Mark Time Spy, that message does continue, but for some reason in CS2, it's a little bit different. When testing CS2 at 1080p low settings, the Newegg PC got an average of 732 FPS with a 1% low of 208, while the Micro Center PC got an average of 682 with a 1% low of 247. Those averages are incredibly close, but the 1% low is actually higher on the Micro Center PC than the Newegg PC, so I would consider that a draw, but just keep in mind, you can get a few more frames with the 9600X versus the 7500X 3D and CS2 if that's your thing.
Now, we did run 3D Mark Time Spy for both of these PCs, and Micro Center got a total score of 20,926, with the GPU getting 28,504. The CPU only got 8,349, and that ends up being a 7 cent per point score.
And with the Newegg PC, we got a total score of 14,874, with the GPU score of 16,191, and a CPU score of 10,182, which is a 9 cent per point score, which further proves that the Micro Center PC is the winner of this challenge, the best bang for a buck option. Now, obviously, we're not idiots to the fact that not everyone has a Micro Center nearby or an area where they can go to a Micro Center. So it's not saying that this PC is necessarily bad, it just shows that if you are willing to drive to a Micro Center, you can get even more price performance, especially if a PC like this is in stock, which at the time of recording this video, I did look online and most of the stores have this configuration in stock still, which you can take advantage of and go to your Micro Center today, but it doesn't mean Newegg doesn't have decent options. I personally would probably still go ABS though, even though the balance is a little bit off, because this PC just has so many weird issues with it that gives me a little bit of concern for long-term reliability, but Newegg does have some options that are competitive for the online space. Micro Center just is winning because, well, they're Micro Center.
So let us know down below which one you would go with. Are you going with Micro Center or are you going with Newegg? And as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, one or both of these PCs will be for sale at PCBros.tech. Pretty much everything you guys see on the channel goes over to PC Bros for sale.
PCBros.tech is our company. If you guys want to buy a PC from us, whether it's stuff we feature here on the YouTube channel or one-off customs that are planned by our team just for you, you can do that over at PC Bros. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% in your next purchase. See you guys later. Bye-bye.